Craig gets the blue screen. He's had that forever, and then I get the green screen, and now we're all doing it.
Yeah.
So
Well, and Robert had the other screen, but that was a solid unlimited wisdom
he's
background,
got a
not a
green
blue
screen
or a
like this
green.
one too. I can't wait to use it. I'm going to use it with him when I'm out there.
Aha. There we
Yeah,
go.
we're going to shoot
Baby
some stuff with the
steps.
green scene. Yeah,
Yep.
of course.
Baby
Got to
steps for
ease
me.
ease into it.
Yes, we do. All right. Well, welcome, 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 everybody. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. It is 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, or whatever time it happens to be where you are because you are watching us right now, live or recorded. See, covers it all right there. All right, so today is the Inner Circle. It is Thursday, April 25th, and again, we are very glad to have you with us. First of all, a couple of quick announcements before we get rolling. Thank you, and thank you very much, each and every one of you, for helping to support the channel and to spread the word. We are now up to 7,140 subscribers. We are
Nice.
getting there. Maybe by the end of the weekend we can get to 7,200.
Pretty cool.
Be cool. It would be nice. Keep going. We're on our way to 8,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000. We can
Nice.
do it. We can do it. With your help, we can do it. All right. And just as a reminder, before we get things rolling, if you want to participate in today's Inner Circle, raise your hand. Very simple to do. If you're on Zoom, and that's the only way you can raise your hand, that we call on you so you can talk to Robert personally. If you want to get onto Zoom from YouTube, there is above the chat a link there. It's under Robert Hollis and Unlimited Wisdom. Click on that and then click on the link. It'll take you right in here so that you can join us here in Zoom. Otherwise, you can watch us there on YouTube. You can also ask a question on YouTube by typing Q or question and then your question on YouTube, and we will ask it on your behalf. But the point is that we get to you get to interact with Robert right here. Yes, you can ask your question in the chat too, and we'll do the same thing. But to interact with Robert, very simple to do. There is a reactions button, two ways to find that. Put your cursor in the middle of the screen on Zoom, look at the bottom, look for the reactions button, click on that, and then click on raise hand. And Coach Bob is the first one up to raise his hand, so he will be first after we get through a few things. Or if you don't see that raise hand button down there, or the reactions button, then go to the more button. It's the one with the three dots, and click on reactions, then click on raise hand. So now you are covered. Now you know what to do. Now we can get started because it is the Inner Circle and it is time for those breakthrough sessions. And it is time to give it over to our GPS to success, our guide, our mentor, our Robert Hollis.
Nice, Craig. Thank you very much, the hostess with the mostest. And again, Craig, thank you for being such a major supporter of us getting to that, million people. And of course, Matt in the background, thank you very much, Matt, for all the stuff you're hooking up. And I want to give a really, really quick shout out to all the people that have done a short video for us as far as testimony. I really, 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 really appreciate them. And man, they're just amazing. So, if you feel the need to do a short testimony on what Unlimited Wisdom or Imaginators or Inner Circle has done for you, that would really be awesome. We're putting together a really cool little video and to continue to promote it and make it gooder and gooder. Now, the only thing that I want to say before we go into Q&A is I'm very, very, very proud of each and every one of you. Super, super, super proud. And, we all take these little baby steps to where we're going. And sometimes, I get in the mode of just wanting to get you there quicker and faster. I know that people, when I say this, sometimes don't believe it, but I literally pray by name for each and every one of you. And I believe without a shadow of a doubt that I believe in you more than you believe in you. So if you knew that how many times I've imagined you guys celebrating things in your future, whether it's walking on stage or getting funding or doing videos and at Buddy's place or having 1 million subscribers on Healthinator, or what Coach Bob is doing. I just love every one of you that continue to participate. And I'm proud of you because I know that you guys are getting closer and closer and closer. And as you keep pushing into it, it will pop. It will do a tipping point. You guys know this guy. I believe that God's not a discerner of persons. And then all of a sudden, when you make that mental decision that it's my time, it's amazing how fast it happens. So, that's one of the things that I constantly see is if you're not consistently, if you're not consistently thinking about how big your future is going to be. So some of you just seen, I just did a series for Kyle, and the number one, two things came out of that. Really, two things came out of that. One is chill out. It's going to come. It's coming to you. So we all know that if we're pushing toward our imagination and our vision, and we're doing it with not a positive intent. So just think about this a little bit. You're pushing toward wherever your imagination is, but every day is, God damn it, it's not happened fast enough. I don't know if that's helping it. In fact, I know it's not. So being in an imagination and then being constantly complaining and pissed off because it's not happening fast enough, do you realize that you're just destroying this energy that you put out there to begin with? So the more you can get rid of resistance and allow and be so happy and grateful that, and allow it to come to pass. That's another one. And then the other one I keep thinking about that I would say to my younger self is, man, I dream so small. Man, my visions, my imagination is just so, so small. And even today, I find myself going, really? Come on, I think it's cool to set imagination for 1 million active subscribers. I think that's really, really cool. And then when you go, okay, how about 10 million? Damn, we're at 7,100. It seems like 100,000 subscribers is far away. But I do know about everything in life. If you continue to take the baby steps, one day you wake up and you're there. So again, realize that you're sort of resetting your negative stuff when you put on an imagination and then you start beating yourself up because things are not happening quick enough. You guys ever think of that? So like what you do is you go, hey, I'm so happy and grateful. I'm so happy and grateful for the money that's going to come to me on a consistent basis from multiple sources on an increasing basis. And God damn it, I wish it was today. There just seems like a shift in my energy at the end, right? Or I'm so happy and grateful now that we're going to get to 1 million subscribers from multiple places on a consistent basis and increasing numbers. And it needs to happen tomorrow. Can it happen by the end of this week? Can I have it happen? So again, if you really look at a lot of people's stories, it's like the definition for faith for me is you're celebrating each and every day because you already believe you're living exactly what you imagined. Did you guys catch that? It's like, wow, I'm just jacked out of my mind because I know where this is going. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys at the beginning before we get into Q&A, because I'm proud of you and I need you to be proud of yourself. Every one of you, I know for a fact, if you looked at yourself a year ago you know that you're a different person. You know that you are. So the things that people never understand is geometric progression. See, that's the whole thing is every one of us can cut open an apple and count the seeds in an apple, but only God knows how many apples are in a seed. It's just geometric progression that only, people can't explain it. So when people say that, technology is growing faster and AI is growing and YouTube and everything technology wise is growing faster. But we just think that, I don't think a lot of human beings can even comprehend doubling. So they say that if you know someone that makes whatever amount of money they make, you should make them imagine that they can make double of what they're currently earning. Because they really can't imagine anymore. That's when their mind is not reduced to the ridiculous. And it's like, it'd be easy for me to say to Lisa Marie, do you think that we could rescue one animal that you could take care of, that we could start saying people could come over and pet and take care of? Doesn't that sound a little easier than hundreds of animals? So it's great to see Rebecca on here. She's between flights. So hi, Corky. Hi, Melody. Hi, Lucas. Great to have you, Kelly, Jamie, Peter, and Linda. Peter and Linda is like I'm joking. Melody, Deborah, Shauna, Michael, Jody, Lisa Marie, Coach Bob, Bill, Kai, Craig, and Karen. So let's get going, you guys. I'm just proud of you.
Sounds good. And before we got 3 hands up, Kai, Bill, and Bob. Before we get there, some people have been putting some things here in the Zoom chat that I think we need to respond to, because I double checked, and yes, Melody's birthday is tomorrow.
What?
So, yes. So
39 again?
39 again. I mean, she doesn't age. Whatever. Whatever. And so what we need to do is we need to at least wish her a happy birthday. I think maybe a little bit of a song might be in order for everybody.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, let me see here. Let's go ahead and ask everybody to unmute. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
You happy birthday to you.
Melody, happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Melody.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
Look at Corky's even got a birthday hat.
Happy birthday.
Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
And
What
many
a
more.
gift. What a gift. I love each and every one of you, truly. Thank you.
We love you too,
Melody. Love ya.
Melody.
Thank you.
We love you,
all
Melody.
Love you.
All right. Well, what a great way to start it. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you're probably wondering, what the heck just happened? Well, this is the concert of the Zoom.
We were so in tune.
Exactly. All right. So let's go ahead and get everything started. All right. Let's see here. Robert, I just sent you that. And let's get everybody unmuted. Again, Coach Bob, I know you were up first. So let's go ahead, get started. Peter and Linda, I saw your hand go up, so you will be coming up in a bit. So we got Peter and Linda, Kai, Bill, but first, Coach Bob, let's go ahead, get going. Coach Bob, please open up and share with us.
Hey, Robert, Craig, Matt, how's it going today?
Wonderful, blessed and highly favored and deeply loved. How are you, my friend?
The same. So you know what, Robert, I was on your site the other day, and I'm going through the lessons now. I missed those. You have such great trainings on there. It's phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
explain to people where they are.
So you have to go to roberthollis.com, and then you have to sign up. and then you just have to log in, and it tracks. You can put notes down. They're phenomenal. I mean, they basically go over a lot of the stuff you go here, but I'm really enjoying it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So, and my other question was, are those the tapes that you used to sell, or are those the videos kind of you used to sell, or not?
There's a lot of them that were in courses that we used to sell, and we just give it all free away, give it all away.
That's crazy. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, and everyone
good.
give Matthew a hand. It's Matthew's the one that's constantly rearranging everything, making it gooder and gooder. And Matt, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So my next question is so what I'm doing, Robert, is I'm just like randomly trying to get people. So I randomly just kind of throw out messages out there, and it seems to work a little bit. People contact me back, but what's your feeling on like randomly just going after people, or should you be more targeted on who you're talking to, or do you know what I mean? Kind of research
I
them a little bit.
I do. The one thing is, more than anything, I know it's going to sound a little silly, but you know, doing things randomly versus doing things with intent is because when I'm in phase one, when I'm out there really, really, you know, building a group and focus on building a group, I am looking for people that want to make six figures. I am not a babysitter. So, you know, I have one simple thing that I do. I give people assignment, and they know what the assignment is. And if the person doesn't want to do that assignment, I just keep giving them videos. Every time they ask me what's going on, I'm going like, look at these, because it's obvious you don't want to listen to me.
Right. Okay.
And so I, even today, with you bringing that up, I'll share with somebody, share it with people here. But I actually went to Chat GPT. Can you guys see that all right?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. And I just said, where can I see, you got to learn to read too. Where can I find that see, I can't even, so you guys are getting my weakness here. People go, okay, can you write a script for me? Yeah, if you can read it. You know what I mean? It's like, anyway, where would you find people that make 100K? And I thought personal, you know, networking sites, you know, industry conferences, career fairs and job expos, personal development groups. This is me right here. Big time. And online forums and communities, executive search firms. Coach Bob, you and I talked about, you know, how many people would like Josh Swagel in your group. I don't know how Josh Nelson posted on Craigslist. I don't know. But, you know, and here, you know, Craig and I were just talking. I don't know if this one fits anymore. Just joking. It's like, it's crazy to me what I see going on right now in the world. And it's like, why don't we protest against the college that we're at and shut it down because there's other people fighting a war? Yeah, that's a big reach for me. It is like, wow, kids don't feel safe going to school. I mean, it's amazing to me. But when I look at those, there was someone that just brought this up to me today. Do you guys, every one of you, if I did this to you, you know, find it in your heart to forgive me? Because I know how to make a lot of money so you don't have to work anymore and have total freedom and have just the most amazing life in the world. And what I have a tendency of doing is people reach out to me and go, what do you think of this idea? And I want you to succeed so bad. That's normally what I do, is I try to help you make that happen. That's such an injustice. Such an injustice. I should just tell you, I've never done that. I don't know how to do that. And I'm not interested in giving you any ideas how to do that. Now I got a question for you. Do you still want to make 100,000 a year? Because I know how to do that. I know exactly I know the simplest and easiest and fastest way to 100K. I also know the fastest and easiest way to 10K in 30 days. And if you'll do it, you'll make it. And so, so the person reached out to me and said, what about TikTok? What about, YouTube? What about all of this? Don't you think it's an injustice for me to try to say, well, I guess those things would work. I just made $4.8 million without using them. So I started thinking some other things. You guys are going to see me do a video because I'm doing my best to look through my journal, Bob, and find things that my mentor said to me. And what they were stories or parables that made me understand how to be successful. And this is what he said to me. And if you guys heard me say this today, I'll just do it quick. It is like, what does McDonald's sell? And I did this to this guy. And he goes, well, they sell Big Macs, they sell hamburgers, they sell fries, hot apple pies, coffee, breakfast burritos, biscuits. And he went through a long list. And he said, I can't really think of anything else. I said, it's pretty funny that you didn't bring up franchise. And Peter put real estate. McDonald's doesn't sell real estate. They own real estate. They might sell you the building and the stuff in it, but they're not giving away their land. And so it's obvious, Bob, why most people think the way they think. Because they wouldn't say franchise. And the franchise owners that I know, they're not interested in running the McDonald's. They hire to think that McDonald's is smart enough where you are someone you elect has to go to Hamburger University. Fact. And you got to sign a contract saying that if you change anything, you lose your franchise. Boy, I wish I could do that with network marketing. Bob, I catch you doing one thing different than me, I'm taking your distributorship away. Wouldn't that be cool? So all of you can't get up. All of you can't get up in the morning and have a thought, oh my God, I got an idea. If we made the purple arches instead of the golden arches, because I just, I read something and heard someone said that purple is just a more appealing color. It's royalty. That's why royalty uses purple. And we need to change the golden arches to purple. I like to buy paper straws from somebody else. No? Because McDonald's understands just how ignorant people are. So they come up with the creative idea of the week. They lock on that, and then they do it until they get the next excited thing, and then the next excited thing, and the next excited thing, and the next excited thing. They can't stop themselves from doing exciting things. Well, what if you lost your franchise? Would that stop you from doing that? And so the very next thing that they say to you is you go, well, I really don't want to go to Hamburger U. They go, we got another option for you. We also own a management company that hires and fires the people, trains them, and they will run your McDonald's for a small fee. Let's do that. Now, if you guys know why I follow Alex Hermosa, do you guys know what this guy figured out how to do? He knows how to double and triple a size of a gym. And he gave up teaching people because they would buy his course. He would teach them what to do, and then they would F it up. So he goes, I just can't believe how stupid people are. So now what he does is he does everything for them. I'm not going to tell you, Bob, how I'm running ads. You don't need a script. You don't need anything. My team is going to sign a licensing contract with you. And we get a percentage for everything that we increase the growth of your gym. Well, what do you want me to do? Sign the damn contract. Because he's done teaching people. It's not worth his time. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
So I'll just train people that know how to build a business. And when I heard that and thought of this today in my connecting time, I just thought, man, wouldn't that be a business? How many of you would give me a percentage of the income that you pulled in from your MDC spot if I built it for you? And guess what I'd have to do that? Not tell you what I'm doing so you could mess it up. See, I couldn't share with you what I was doing. Because as soon as you guys seen me put a bunch of people in your group, you know what you would do and you couldn't stop yourself from doing it? You'd reach out to me and go, Robert, can I connect these new people and fuck them up? Please don't. Please don't. Just leave them alone, please. So the answer to your question, Bob, is your imagination and the intent that you want to do. Okay, so I'll give you a neat example. If I wanted to go to super affiliate, I would look for people that want to go to 500K. That's 550,000 a year. Wow. I found 2 of them. Then I found 2 250Ks. So these are the kind of people that are not only hit the position, but, people like Judith, that's in Hungary, and Shandor and Arpad. Do you guys know that this month they re-qualified for their highest rank they've ever hit? They've done I don't know, probably 25 rank advancements this month. So there's going to be Shandor and Judith and Laszlo. Geez, most of them will make $25,000, $30,000 this month.
Wow, that's great.
So would you work with those people or people that wouldn't listen to you?
Right. Right.
You know what I do? I work with everybody.
Yeah. I was just asking that because, before I used to just randomly put ads out there. Well, you know what I mean? Just, they have these things called safe lists. So you can send out tons of emails to people. You know what I mean? So, and it just it doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
What?
See, if you found something that worked, really, really worked, because I think you and Bob, you and I had this conversation before. And I remember just asking you, and I'll ask everyone here in the inner circle, have any of you ever sold anything and made money?
Oh,
Put yes in the chat. And I'll give you guys a good one. Some of you are married. You might not think that was sales. Some of you got kids. You might not think that's sales, right? Some of you've had garage sales. It's like all of you have sold something. See, a lot of yeses here. And so it would be very difficult for me to find something that wasn't a part of what I was building, especially with MDC now. It's like, hey, do you want dog treats, meat sticks? What do you want? What do you want? You know what I mean? And saying that, that's where I see people, they go, like I said to Rocky, so wait a minute. You could sell French fries, couldn't you? I mean, if you can, I'll get you a job at McDonald's and you can sell French fries. And how you do that is usually by saying, do you want to supersize that? It's not a, don't get rejected. So you want to supersize that? And people go, no. And it's like, you don't need to call your upline, your sponsor, your parents, nothing. You know what I mean? It's just, like asking if somebody wants more water. It's like, hey, okay. So if you can sell that stuff, then what is the difference in selling an opportunity? Selling a franchise? Is it just a little bigger? So if you could learn how to sell a bottle of CBD or some dog treats, why can't you believe that you could sell a lifestyle? You could sell freedom, peace of mind, give people hope so they're not in despair. Get them the imagination of a life better than they have. Because when you guys go to talk about the things that you admire the most and love the most, see, have you ever petted an animal? Yeah. How does it make you feel? Awesome. You should come check out Buddy's place. When you guys really see people that are very good at marketing, that's why I can go da 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 da. And you guys, did any of you think I'm loving it? Did any of you? Hey, it's the real thing. It's in the back of your mind. It was something you were hoping to find. It's the real thing. Coke. Yeah, you don't hear Coca-Cola saying, we have a special mix of sugar and water that we put a little bit of salt in, and we actually had cocaine in it before, but the government made us take it out. It's like, wow. So, yeah, So Bob, I know I go on tangents. That's my job. Not gonna apologize for it anymore.
Me either.
But I would say to you that I would be looking for people that want to make 6 figures a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So I'm emailing them, and
when all your focus.
I think we talked about that.
Yeah, when each and every day you come up and think and imagine of some creative ideas on how to find those people. And so when people say, what about LinkedIn? And I'm going, I've never seen a social media of more focused freaking people in my life. When people are on LinkedIn and they're marketing on LinkedIn, they're laser focused on building what they have. So every time I go to LinkedIn, it's just everyone on LinkedIn pitching me on their deal. Those are they mess the first criteria. They're not interested. So I could go on LinkedIn and send people messages and saying, is there anything I can say or do to get you to take a serious look at what I'm doing? If I were going to market on LinkedIn, I would say my income. Oh my God, Robert, I don't have any income. Great. Let me change this for you. I'm currently with a company where the number one earner in the company has earned over $1 million a month. It's free to get involved. Training's free. No experience necessary. What could I say or do to get you to take a serious look at what I'm doing? My business partner in the last 6 years has made over 4.8 million. We'd love to get on a Zoom with you. That's if I was marketing on LinkedIn. But like I shared with you, Bob, and the bell went off, yeah, you know it did, is do you know what every struggling, lazy, unmotivated person that whines and complains have in common? They know people that don't do that.
Yeah,
So just like the video I did today, you
right,
know what I mean? Find a drummer. I'm looking for a drummer.
right.
Oh my God, if we treated this business like that, hey, do you know anyone that wants to make 6 figures a year? That's sick and tired of their job? What is this? Why are you interested? I know people that have made over $275,000 for just sending their affiliate link to one person. Free to get involved. Now, this is something you might play around with until you find that that perfect job.
That's awesome, Robert. Yeah, thank you. Yep.
You're welcome. Anything else?
I was going to mention another thing, but about your YouTube. I was thinking about doing YouTubes, and I started to do the sports betting pick stuff, but then I kind of was losing, so I didn't want to give anyone losing picks.
Hey, that's why I have problem. I know a lot of people that must be making money with Akashics. I just am not comfortable enough to tell them that they can make money.
Yeah, I was going to try that too, that Akashics, but since that gold thing, I kind of, and I would like to
Yeah.
advertise that too, or try to put stuff out on that too. But I'm just kind of leery. I don't want to get, I hate getting people involved in something and losing their money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because
So,
when you got to come up with money, see, it takes it out of my parameters. You know, people do. I'll give my one thing about Akashics or any kind of investing. You guys ready for this? Any kind of investing, this is what I think. You always see people win, but it's always based on the amount of money that they bet. That's investing. So when you see somebody, oh my God, this guy bet and he won $300,000. See, we just go, whoa, man, I should get on there. No one ever goes, what was the bet? What was the bet? See, no one ever says that. So we see people and Jenna, you know, post, hey, I made $5,000.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? I made $5,000. How much is in your account? You could do a screenshot of your whole entire app and it would show money invested, your withdrawals, and then your winnings. Because when people say, oh my God, you made $5,000, and then you see your account has 500,000 in it. So what'd she make? 1% return?
yeah.
Okay. So if I had $500 in there, what's 1%? $5.
$5, yeah.
$5. It's like, so yeah. So investing is usually pretty good when you can put pretty good hunks of money in.
Yeah.
So how do you make a small fortune and trading? Start out with a large one. Some people win. Me, I want I want to teach them how to sell brand bucks.
Yeah.
Let's get people let's get people out of Walmart, Target, Costco, and Amazon, switch them over to brand bucks, move their buying power over, and get 10,000 of those people. So that would make you $1 million a year. Not bad.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you,
thanks so
Bob.
much, Robert. Yep.
You bet.
Thanks, Craig, Matt.
I'll say one thing too about Akashics. I notice when people get really focused on Akashics, they no longer are posting rank advances. So Hannah Gallagher comes in the company Every month she's posting all these rank advances. Now her and her leaders are doing Akashics. No more rank advances. If your team's not growing, it's dying. Because I don't know. I'm just too simple, Bob. I'm sorry.
Coach Bob, thank you so much. All right, we got Rebecca, David, Peter, and Linda with their hands up. Also Kai. But first, before we get over to those individuals, Bill Shoemaker. There you go, sir. Please go ahead, unmute yourself, and share with us.
Well, he needs no introduction. He's the greatest MC on the planet, and the facilitator of the Imaginators Inner Circle and Unlimited Wisdom, Mr. Craig Jackman.
Bless you, my friend.
Wow. Well, Robert, you know what? I'm proud of you, brother.
Thank you.
You just keep getting gooder and gooder and gooder. And I think you're not. I think you're holding yourself back because another guy that I listen to on a live every day at 2:00 in the morning my time, he's at like 67,000 subscribers, but he goes, "I'm shooting for 1 billion."
Thank you.
Let's up it up 1 billion, okay?
I resemble that remark. Thank you.
So how about that kid Ryan Garcia? Bet 2 million on himself, made 12 million.
Smart man.
Yeah, he's a bad dude, huh?
Yeah, I always love when people underestimate people. That's the reason I love watching sports.
Yeah, me too.
It's like people forget the heart. They look at, that's a perfect example, Will. Man, you nailed it on the head. Is on paper and by all the experts, this guy doesn't have a shot.
He beat Vegas.
And he said, I'm going to bet 2 million on myself because I'm an underdog, and made 12 million. Plus won the fight. Yeah.
And he was drinking every day.
There used to be a guy, I forget his name, probably on purpose, but the guy was just the craziest good boxer. And I mean, on his way into the fight, he would be smoking a cigarette. And after the fight, he would light up a cigarette. And people were like, damn, man, you're like really stuffing it into people's faces. But hey.
That reminds me of John Daly.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Drinking and smoking.
It's nuts.
Anyway,
Well,
I just want to tell you, brother, I love you and you inspire me every day.
I love you. And I really love your wallpaper. Man, I just love it.
I'm just in the zone. I'm in the vortex, and I know I'm getting gooder and gooder every day. And like you said, it's going to happen. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you being patient. You know,
I like seeing your son on, seeing what your son's doing too. It's like, yeah, that's pretty good competition when you got somebody that's going like, hey,
he's passing me up, passing me up on YouTube. He's doing it.
Proud of you, Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas, I'm proud of you too, brother. And happy birthday, Melody. Love you.
All
there's
right,
Lucas.
Bill.
There's the man, the myth, the legend.
There he is.
All right.
Yeah.
It's my boy.
Well, I already did pass you up already now.
I knew it was happening. I knew it. I'm proud of you, son.
Yeah, I'm at 175 right now. So, yeah.
Nice.
All right, man. Headed for 1 billion.
Yeah, I you guys, I'll tell you something that I seen. I watched a lot of podcasts, and Theo Vaughn had this guy on there that's called Sketch. And I watched this guy's videos, and I'm going, am I like in a Twilight Zone right now? So this Sketch kid plays Madden football. And he is the most craziest person I've ever seen with his antics. So a guy catches a football and runs in the end zone. He jumps out of his chair and acts like a dog and walks up to the side of his bed and raises his leg like he's peeing on the corner of his
Oh
bed.
yeah, yeah.
And then he comes back up, and I'm going, I sent Matthew and Craig this, and I'm going like, look at what these guys are talking about. I mean, all they were talking about is, yeah, I used to sell land until COVID happened. And they go, you're in real estate? Now I work for my mom and dad. They make custom built homes. And so I guess they allowed me to live with them and go get property for them to build custom homes on. And he's going, and then right away he goes, and then, in fact, I was on my way to go to get a piece of property when this lady hit me at 45 miles an hour and totaled out my Tacoma. And he's like, I got to get another Tacoma so I can sell real estate. And they both went, yeah, because you sure ain't buying something buying land from somebody that drives a Mini Cooper. And I'm just like, the random stuff they were saying was just like going, it gives me so much inspiration and so much hope that these guys could be talking about stuff like that. And I'm just going like, wow, 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 because they're entertaining and people are laughing and they're giggling while they're scratching their head. What is wrong with this person? And I'm going like, there's got to be an audience for us, Lucas. There's got to be.
For sure.
Hey, step one.
Yeah.
One.
So, Lucas, I'm proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. Keep me updated, okay?
Yeah, it's being consistent. That's what we're doing. So, it's working.
There you go.
So,
Matt posted in here, Lucas, if you can post in the group your YouTube so we can all
Yeah,
go
if you feel
support you.
comfortable, Lucas, post your YouTube and chat so we all can go subscribe to you.
okay. I will do that.
And I don't know if Lucas, if you've seen anything that Matt does. So don't worry about being offended. Yeah, being offensive. Yeah, Matt is like,
I am offensive. No, I'm just kidding.
all right. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Lucas. Love you guys.
Yeah, love you, brother.
Proud of you.
Proud of you, son.
Thank you both very much. Lucas, before we go, I see there's a few Lucas Shoemakers on YouTube. So, yeah, if you don't mind posting in there, that would be great. Then we can go ahead and share it with everybody.
Oh, okay. There is, huh?
Yeah, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. Lucas Shoemakers.
It's
5.
Dad for Autism.
Who is
that one? Okay.
Who is the real Lucas Shoemaker?
Yeah, that's the question. Am I an imposter or I'm the real deal?
There it is. Okay, I found it. I will go ahead and post it in both the chats.
Awesome.
All right.
So thank you so much, Lucas.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so thank you guys, Lucas and Bill, father and son. Rebecca, David coming up. Peter and Linda coming up. Kai, go ahead, please, Kai. Turn on your camera. It is your turn. And unmute yourself and please share. Oh, before we do that, Kai, before we do that, I'm sorry, I forgot 2 donations. And we got to give shout outs to these people. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Please, please, please.
To Jody Falcon and Chris Galea. They donated to the Super Chat. Bless you. Thank you so very much. And if you do want to donate to the Super Chat, it's on YouTube. Just look at the bottom of the chat for the $sign inside a little box. Click on that. And all donations go to the charities that Robert supports. So bless you, each and every one of you. And thank you. And Kai, thank you for letting me.
They gotta have a big hug icon is what they need.
Ooh, let me see what we can find.
We can do custom icons, so that's not a bad idea for subscribers. So if you're subscribed, we'll be able to do like custom icons or things that you guys can post in chat that's specific to us. So that's definitely something as a community I would love to do, especially making those. So I feel like that'd be fun. So
yeah, it's you could have me like the big furry monster, and giving like
Sully.
that little girl a hug. That's what I always remember.
Yeah, Sully and Monsters Inc.
Right.
Cool. All right, Kai, thank you so much for letting me indulge in that. And go ahead, open up and share, please.
Yeah. First of all, thank you, Robert. Again, I cannot thank you. I cannot thank you so many times for keeping me level-headed, especially with all the 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time dailies. It has helped tremendously with like just staying level-headed and staying on track with the mindset. Like almost every single day, like after watching your 3 p.m.s, I'm like, I better check up with some of these people and say, oh, by the way, how many people, who do you know? If you could do me a favor, et cetera, et cetera. So it's always like
Well,
works as a
thank you,
reminder
Kai.
for me.
Thank you, Kai. I'm blessed to be a blessing. People showed me everything I know.
Yes. And I'm waiting for my team to finally see your magic by having, I mean, well, first of all, they need to like wake up. But most importantly,
just find the people that are looking for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm done waiting for people to get it. I got too many orphans to take care of.
Right. But most importantly, you have, I mean, this is completely outside of MDC, but I have been sharing clips of your shorts to Becky because she too has been going through some crazy situations, and it has completely shifted her mindset.
Wow.
And Molly's mindset, her daughter. So, and today is actually her birthday, and she sent me this.
That's so cute. That's awesome.
She's not mine, I swear.
You know what? Bonus fathers are amazing.
Yes, it is. It's been an incredible 5 months, 8 months journey since August. So
very cool. Yeah. Well, you deserve happiness, and they're lucky to have you, Kai.
And I'm waiting to bless them, waiting and ready to bless them for so much more that they deserve.
Yep.
So
good. I'm proud of you, man. Yeah, it's funny. I know I brought this up to you before because I look at who you are and it reminds me a lot of me. And you know, is Becky a free affiliate?
No, she is not.
You should have her maybe watch this. And Becky, I'm talking to you. You should create a free account under Kai. So Kai can build your position to generate income for you.
She is right now, because of her marital situation, not able to do anything right now because all that would be shown up at court, and the drama it'll create a lot more unnecessary drama than what she's going through at the current moment.
Got it. I would say then to, you know, create it in a fictitious name.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So
I have brought that up to her.
Yeah. So you create a fictitious name. And the way I look at it, just like people that are on disability or workman's comp or something like that, they're always worried that the government's going to take the money back that they earned. And guess what? You file taxes once a year. You know what I mean? So you really don't have to worry about this until 11 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was under a fictitious name, a lot of people think that, well, I need to get the fictitious name. I got to get the IN number. I got to get a bank account. I got to do all of this. No, you come up with a fictitious name. You create an account in that fictitious name. You can actually go on irs.gov and get an EIN number for the fictitious name. And you don't need to open up a bank account because all the money goes in the credit wallet.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm good at this stuff. So I find, get this, you guys, illegal aliens in the United States cannot, I repeat, cannot get a Social Security to work for somebody. But the government will give them a Social Security number, and it says on the card, not for employment. So I teach illegal aliens how to get an SS number, and then I show them how to generate money. And then when they generate money, I send them to a couple places to make sure that they use that money to become legal in the United States. I'm just a problem solver.
I know a lot of Mexicans.
I built my first business in California with Craig Jackman. Hey, Craig, how many Latinos did I have in my group?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think every single Latino was part of your organization at our company, Gano Excel and Gano Life. Now,
Yeah,
yes, they were.
I had
Now that I remember.
700. I had 758,000 Latinos in my group, Kai.
And he not only did that, he went down to South America and built more. So, yeah.
My light bulb just came up.
Because you know what every Latino in the United States, you know what they all had in common?
They know somebody in their home country.
What a concept. What a cool thing. It was just awesome. Hey, I know 4 Spanish words. Loco, gringo, mucho dinero. So crazy white guy, lots of money.
Mi comprende.
Yeah, Kai. I just find ways for them. When I told every Latino, I used to have a picture. I know I could find it. But one of the people I did it with, they did not believe that they could get an SS number that would allow them to make money in the United States. They just said, I'm not doing that. They'll find out where I am.
Yeah, 99.9% of them actually get paid in cash under the hand.
Right. And so I showed them how to be legit. And what's funny is a lot of foreign people really love this country because they were able to come over here and take care of their family. So when you could show them how to do it, because their thoughts are just like every other person's thought. One day I'm going to make enough money so that I can become legal. They don't like the thought that at any moment someone could turn them in and they could be taken away from their family. That's a thought, so everybody always thinks, well, a lot of things. But I know there was 9 people in my group, Kai, that made over $1 million a year, and they were all Latinos.
Project.
Yeah. So you show a Latino how to make money, a lot of foreign people. That's why my group is so big in Hungary and Romania. 2 poorest countries in Europe.
Yeah, today's little mail. This actually came into the mail today, and it just sparked me. It was like,
absolutely.
It's like I don't care. I don't give a bloody fuck how I'm getting it, but I'm going to go on stage as 100K, and or 25, anywhere from 25 to 100K. I don't give a bloody fuck. It's going to happen one way or the other.
Yeah, when I was doing it for Terry, it was hilarious. I was reaching out to people, and I said, "Listen, let me tell you why I'm doing this." My wife asked me to help her with a little business, and she's been a part of my life for over 35 years. And supported everything that I've done. So I would like you to do me a huge personal favor, create a free account. I'll answer all the questions that you have. I'll show you a short video, and then you introduce me to people that you know that would like to make extra money. And when I immediately told them why I was doing it, Kai, think about this. If you said, I'm doing this for Becky and Mallory, Molly. Can you imagine someone saying back to you, I think you're stupid for trying to support a mother and her child?
I've actually had I've had some comments like that already, and
I believe I believe, Kai, that you could find those people.
Yeah, my response to those naysayers was,
yeah. I mean,
thank you for showing me your true
I
personality.
block them so fast, so quick. And man, I'm just laser. Yeah, I had a person, I don't know why I don't know why I felt the need to respond to this person, but there was someone that did a long post on the video I recently did called Connecting. And they basically, me paraphrasing what they said is, why are you trying to offend someone like me that doesn't have any emotions or feelings? And I went, well, I understand that you feel that way, but I know that you feel something because you had to post on my video.
I mean, the actions are.
So you told me you have no feelings. If you had no feelings, how can you be offended?
Right, moron.
Yeah. So I did some AI chat, asked AI, and then I sent him all the stuff. I said, well, listen, I asked about AI. I said, this is what I said. I said, I want to help you, but unfortunately, I don't have the wisdom to understand how to help an individual like that. So let me go ask AI how to help you, and then I'll post that in a chat. So even though they just were like, you're an idiot for saying what you say, I just went, hey, let me help you anyway. So I haven't went back and seen the response. It probably will be, hidden from the channel. But I always want to say the negative thing, and then I always help. So when I first clicked on their name and went to their YouTube, the very first thing that I want to say is thank you for the thank you for the comment, no subscriber YouTube person. Because it's like, it's like people are doing that anonymous thing, you know what I mean? Where they create a new Google email or a new YouTube account so they can do hater stuff. And I just think it's crazy. It doesn't affect me at all. It makes me giggle, sort of.
What drives these type of people to doing such things? It makes no sense.
I'll tell you immediately what it is. It's obvious, Kai. It's obvious. The reason that people hate and troll and do all that stuff is because that's the only way they know how to connect. They've never taken the time to read a book like How to Win Friends. They never took the time to figure out how to nicely comment. But when people like me and others, when you do what you're created to do, it makes other people small. The bigger you become, the smaller people feel. And then they make all the excuses up. Well, he was lucky. He was probably born to a rich family, or he's scamming people. He's always involved in something illegal. So it's just, yeah, it's just, that's the way it is. I know I get to go through hundreds of thousands, if not millions of those people to live the lifestyle that I have. So it's like I knock a lot of people out, but every once in a while I get hit. I shake it off and keep going.
Absolutely.
So I love you, Kai.
That'll be 75% of the people in this town.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I love the internet, so I don't have to talk to people in your town.
No, amen to that.
Ah. Hey, Kai said stay away from this area. Okay. I love you, Kai.
Thank you very much, Robert.
You
Thank
bet.
you for everything that you do.
Tell Becky hi.
Yeah, definitely will do after.
Okay.
Kai, thank you very much. All right. Before I go to the only raised hand left, at least that I see, I want to make sure. Yeah. What happened there, Peter? Come on. You're slacking, my friend. you slack. And see, Linda had to remind you that the button was down because I brought it up. Go ahead, Peter and Linda, open up and please share. Rebecca, David, you're coming up.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hello. So great to see you all.
Hi, Linda. How, Peter? I love you. I love you. I love you.
I appreciate you
Love you.
so
Appreciate
much.
you so much.
So much wisdom every single time. Thank you, everybody, for their questions. Coach Bob, you ask so many of my questions. That's why many times I don't ask questions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so thank you.
I like your flutterbys on the wall.
Thank you. Transformation, beauty, art. I love it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
a lot of caterpillars at one time.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's beautiful, man. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
We wanted to ask you a question in regards of we offer a couple of different services. Well, like services and MDC. We really, really, really want to build MDC. It's a
Okay.
big passion. But at the same time, my baby has his own business, IT, and between the two of us, we offer feng shui services. So we are trying to kind of like work more in our brand, be crystal clear of how we identify ourselves, and who are these type of people that we're looking for, and all that type of thing. At the same time, we're also trying to simplify so many social media and so much stuff going on, because so demanding, and then it's just so exhausting, and then so exhausted, then stop completely, then it start again, with the big rush, and then it's just this roller coaster, right?
Right.
So we would love your opinion or your feedback in in your own experience, your own journey. If you have had so many things like going on at the same time, what do you recommend? Also, one last thing there, we have two websites, one for feng shui, and the one that we show you where you are there in the picture there with Terry, right?
Yeah.
So would you recommend to condense it in one? If we condense it in one, is it confusing because it's different things? Like, we'd love to hear. Yeah.
What I tell people to do all the time is, of course, you guys are part of the Imaginators as well, is when both of you can imagine what your perfect day would be like 3 years from now. What are you guys doing? And I want to know what you're doing all day. Because if you said 3 years from now, right? Think about this. If you said 3 years from now, this is the way we imagine 24 hours in our life. We're going to get up and we have these 15 companies we got to do. I don't think that's part of the imagination. See, it would be, I'm going to wake up when I'm done sleeping. And when I'm done sleeping, I got my incredible spouse next to me, the love of my life. And what are you smelling? What are you smelling? What is it? What's the temperature? What's the ambiance, the environment of every place that you are, right? A lot of people don't know this, but I live in the Yellowstone Mountains. Our house is at like 3,500 feet. And so we get snow like 9 months of the year.
Right.
And so the summer, it melts right away, but we still get hit with it, right? But the people that come to visit me just goes, oh, so that's what air smells like. You know what I mean? And you guys have been around, and it's like, wow, that's what clear water looks like. You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting because, so once you create that perfect, Linda, once you and you guys really imagine that perfect day, that's when you'll start eliminating stuff on your list.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going, I don't see myself doing this a year from now. I don't see myself doing this 6 months from now. So wait a minute, it's temporary. Are you building it for an exit strategy? See, so, your IT business, Peter, could be something where I believe if I got it to this one place, I think I could sell the business. And then maybe you look at it and like Josh Wagle, when Josh Wagle got hacked, you know, we were laughing and we were going like, you ever think about selling your business? And he goes, it's impossible because it doesn't work without me.
Oh, yeah, I'm on mute.
Yeah. And Peter, I thought that might resemble your remark. So if you're doing a business, there's only two reasons to do it. One is to create cash flow where you see that someone could be running it for you, like the management company of a McDonald's, so that you're making money and you got freedom. Of course, the other one is one I just mentioned. I believe that I could build it to this place to sell it. Okay. But if there's not an exit strategy or a place where you can see bringing somebody in to give you freedom, then I'd figure out how to phase it out. And Matt has watched me do this. And it's like once I got in my mind that things are taking me away from creating my perfect day. So I just said this to a guy recently. I have a big network of very successful people, and they admire me. That sounds like I'm bragging, but they're like, dude, I don't understand. You make $1 million a year and you do whatever you want, whenever you want, and you don't have a schedule. No. So I have people that I know that make more than me, but they don't have my lifestyle. And so that's what got me. What got me is I was thinking of like, here's another way of thinking about it. If Peter, if you and Linda thought in that perfect day, take the time, meditate on it, get in a nice connection spot, and really imagine that incredible day. And then maybe it's another day doing this. The more days that you can create, the more that you'll realize that things that take up your time and they can't run without you is basically a leash. Because what we keep doing is we never put enough time in it to get it over the tipping point. But we always say that if it got to this place, then we would be okay. Yeah. And so what I say to all my friends is I go, listen, if you know something that gives me leverage and gives me compounding residual income, because what people don't realize about what I do is a people business, and I'm teaching people how to build their own business. And if you do it correctly, instead of doing it in sales, I even seen Eric Worre, very rarely shout him out. But Eric Worre posted, you know, I think we all need to stop selling. I thought, you know, are these guys watching my videos? It's like, you know, because in the environment and economy that we are right now, when people are building a budget and they're taking things away from their lifestyle and they're downgrading their lifestyle. My mentor told me this 37 years ago, Peter and Linda. You know who the most dangerous people on the planet are?
Desperate ones.
People that used to make six figures that don't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's this joke that I seen a comedian tell, and you know, it's a joke, so laugh at it. But when women become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and then all of a sudden something happens with the guy or the guy's business where that lifestyle disappears. They say they're there to support them and they love them and they'll do anything, but the clock's ticking.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, you know, and that's why people don't understand in certain countries why divorce is what it is. It's like, you know, my friend used to say, I had 4 wives and they were all great housekeepers. They kept the house. Every one of them kept the house.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going, because it's easy for a judge or easy for the world to go, listen, she's your wife. She loved you. She supported you. She took care of your children. And now because you're an idiot and have an affair or whatever, you think her life needs to be downgraded? No, it doesn't. And so that's always controversial, right? But, so when you hear Kevin Costner's wife said, to keep up my current lifestyle, it costs $42,000 a month. And there's a group of people that go, she doesn't deserve that. And in my mind, she probably would have never married the guy if he didn't have that lifestyle. So my wife says this all the time. People always say, my God, she said, people will say stuff to my wife like, you're just so blessed. You know what I mean? And my wife goes, "Ugh, don't bullshit yourself. I married for money." She says, I can learn to love. I can learn to love. Yeah, and she's, I think she's joking, but
That's great.
Where's the lie detector?
yeah. So what? So just like I shared with Bob, what you want to do is get that. You got to have your imagination first. You got to create your perfect day first. Then when you ask yourself, what are you doing that day? Now grab a piece of paper. It's called the Ben Franklin close. Draw a line down the center of the paper. And then write all the things right now that are occupying your time. Now, this is a little exercise, but it's fun as hell. Because when you start writing down everything that's taking your time on a day-to-day basis, now you have to go across that line and write what each one of those things are doing to bring in income to get you to your perfect day.
Good.
And what a lot of people do is they go, I do spend a lot of time just posting shit on the internet and it doesn't do anything. So now you get to measure what your outcome is, right? So I tell people you can't make things gooder if you don't measure them. So people go, well, I love doing Facebook Lives, or I love doing posting, or I love reaching out and doing this, or I love being a part of this community. And just simply ask yourself, what is the priority of your perfect day? And if you do it correctly, you're going, this is the only priority. This is the only priority for me to live the life that I want to live. So now there are a lot of things that people do that makes them happy. Okay. So those are not generating income, and those are not getting you to your perfect day. So what if you could bring them back after you cemented your cash flow?
Yeah.
See, so it's like, I don't need this to happen in 3 years. I need it to happen in a year. So this is the income that we need. If we were making 20 grand a month, a lot of our problems are going to be solved very quickly. So let's raise it a little bit. Let's shoot for 250K. And we're going to attract the people that want to make 100,000 a year. And we're going to put them exactly where we need on our left and right side. And then we're just going to put these things on hold. Keep the paper. And then go, if we took all of our screwing around and having fun time
Preach.
and focused on getting to 250, right?
Yeah.
Then we can get up every morning when we want to get up and we can screw around all day.
No pun intended.
Pun intended. Pun intended. So, did that help you guys?
Yes,
And all
I
goes
love it.
greatly. That
I love
and
it.
and that like I can
Yeah.
I myself, even though we want to cuddle on the beach. And that's all.
Why not?
Cuddle on the beach forever.
Clothes optional.
And the island over here is nude.
No. Okay.
Hey, if you know what you love, I'm telling you.
What makes you happy, right? As long as it doesn't hurt you or anyone else.
Yeah, it's if it makes you happy, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And but you were saying something, Linda?
Yeah, I was saying what I'm envisioning is, although we have the feng shui business and I have my IT business, my dream is to eventually replace my IT business with MDC. That's my dream, my vision.
Yeah, and dial it in.
Yeah.
You seen me do this before. So
yeah,
it's
we're
like,
doing that.
how much on a monthly basis do you need to walk away from your IT business?
Exactly. Right now, I'd say at least minimum 5,000.
Oh, 10,000.
Oh yeah, she just did the budget. Look at she
Yeah.
checked the budget. She just showed me the budget. I forgot what it was already. Look at that.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's exactly what you just said, that what is it that you want, that we want? And if we want to replace this income, so that's what I've been working, organizing ourselves, because if we don't even know where we are, how the hell we're gonna get, to Arizona if we don't even know where we are?
Have you guys seen my screenshots of my first month in this company?
No.
Yeah, it was over 10,000.
Yeah. So here's my numbers. I know what creates momentum. Your guys' presentation and the way that you act and talk to people will radically change if there was 10 grand sitting in your bank account.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go into your back office and show that you hit 100K and you had 10K in your credit wallet, I couldn't shut you guys up. And all that takes is just 30 days of focus. So what I did is I said, I know numbers. I don't care how many people I have to connect with, but I'm going to get as many free enrollments as I can. And then I'm going to reach out to these people that are enrolled. And as I put people under them, I'm going to send them screenshots going, see, I put another 5 people underneath you. See, I put another 7 people underneath you. Now I put another 12. So I got 321 people to create a free account. And because of what I can show you guys, I'll help you. Is then what you end up doing is I got 81 of them to buy product. And that was a total of 41,000 in volume.
Wow.
So now you're making the $2,500 upfront bonus for 25K,
Yeah.
the 1,000 for 10, the 500 for 5, the 1,000, So now all of a sudden, wow, are you telling me if we hit 25K, that's $4,100 in upfront money? Then, wow, if I did 40,000 in volume and 81 of them are personal, well, what if they just did brand bucks, right? So that's 81 times 100. That's 8. Yeah. So that's 8,100 in personal volume. If you ever watched the leaderboard, you guys would be number 1 on the leaderboard. Right? And all of a sudden you got another 4 grand coming from that. So you got $4,100 in bonuses, you got 401 and jump starts, but the rest of your group will see what you're doing. And they're going, you can show me how to make 10 grand? Yeah, I can. This is what you do. And so Melody was watching me. And so I not only hit 25K, but Melody hit 25K. And then the next month we hit 50K. So our first full month in the company, we're already over 50,000 in volume.
Wow.
And that was doing nothing but saying as little as possible to as many people as I could and putting them in front of a video. See, people don't get how simple this is. When Melody said she wanted to do this, she asked me to talk to her group of people on Friday to show you guys how working smart instead of hard. I called up Josh and Jenna, and I said, listen, could you do a Zoom for me on Friday? So I promoted Melody's Zoom. I got on there. Melody edified me. I edified Josh and Jenna, and then they did the presentation. I took that recording from Zoom, put it on Facebook, and we got that video seen 119,000 times.
Wow.
Can you imagine if that was all VHS tapes?
I mean, when I think about what I used to
Oh,
do.
random.
Exactly. So I'm just imagining what you used to do compared to what you just did. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
And so now, if there was only if it was only me that got this plaque and no one in my group, then I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
But I have some workhorses in my group, man. And all I do is send them a message usually every month. Hey, you're kicking ass. Is there anything that I can do? Nope. They're living in Romania and Hungary, and they're making 20, 30,000 a month. They're fucking rock stars. They're rock stars. And think about that. 20 grand a month or 10 grand a month makes you a rock star in the United States.
That's right. Yeah. Imagine that. Yeah.
It puts you $100,000 a year puts you in the top 10% of all money earners on the planet. And people ask me all the time, yeah, but I got a lot of stuff going on. And I'm going like, how's that working for you?
Yeah.
Because I love playing with people's heads, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If all of a sudden AI came out tomorrow and they took all the IT business away.
It's happening.
I'm not worried about you, Peter. I'm not worried about you, Linda, because you guys would find something to do to make money. And I'm going like, why not trick yourself? Why not trick yourself and pretend that it happened today? Going, oh my God, how am I going to replace this 5 grand? How am I going to replace this 10 grand? So did that help you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, tremendously.
Yeah,
Thank you
it
so
did.
much.
So when people reach out to me to show you guys how to coach people and train people, right? Let's say that you both call me back in a couple of weeks and say, you know, can we have a meeting with you, a one-on-one meeting? We need your help. And I'll go, great, send me your perfect day. We haven't done that yet. That's your problem.
Got it.
Yeah, because whenever you think about anything that you guys have really done amazing in your life, you imagine it first. I'm still madly in love with my wife now as I am forever. And I'll hug up on her and kiss her on the cheek, and I'll go, I don't remember, when was the last time? She's going, it was last night. Well, I just love being around you. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I can't blame myself. You're sexy as hell and you walk around the house.
I love it.
I'm on this call as well. I'm just letting you know that I'm here as well. Your son, so.
Yeah, and the rating
that's
just
my mother
went from
you're
a
talking
PG
about.
to a PG-13.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Matt's seen me following her around like a puppy. So she's got 3 puppies. She's got Dex and Leo and me just following her around the house.
I love it. It's so cute.
So did you guys okay now?
Yeah, we're good. We're
Yes.
clear. We're clear.
Yeah,
We-
this brought a
we
lot of
might-
clarity, yeah.
we may take you up on that offer of the
After we do our perfect day.
perfect day. We're gonna
Do
write
your
out.
perfect day, and I would love to do a one-on-one with you guys. I would love to.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate you very, very
This
much.
business is so simple.
It is. It is.
It's
and
so simple. We just all get caught up in our heads and yeah.
I'm an IT guy. I've been an IT guy for 30 years. You know, it's just that's all I've been doing is selling and selling myself and selling myself. So I'm a talker. If you haven't noticed yet. So
Yeah, but it's that's usually not a personality type of an IT person.
you're right. It's the personality of the dolphin blue guy.
Yeah, Peter, I know you know this already, and if you don't, you both just have amazing energy and personality traits. If see, I got stopped saying if.
I love
When you guys trust that energy and love that you guys have, and you trust your personalities, you guys are going to attract people nonstop. You'll attract everybody you guys need so fast, so quick. And we all do that. We all do that. If my mentor wouldn't have found a way, which was smart, if he didn't explain to me how I could hit 25K and make 10 grand 37 years ago, he even dialed it in. I think you guys heard me tell this story. He was so good at building my imagination that he said, hey, do you know what the percentage is if you hit 25K? And I go, what? And he figured it all out. And he said, your check would be $9,800. And I was going like, oh my God, that would change everything. That would be amazing. And he goes, now listen, if we did 27,000 in volume, your check would be over 10,000. And he goes, I need you to imagine right now, you getting a deposit, a check, and your name, and there's 2 digits before the comma. Now, he was so freaking smart, you guys, is that I think I ended up doing like 26,984. It's bizarre who we are as human beings. We just, I just barely missed again. But he was smart enough to get me to go for 27,000. So when I messed up on the goal, I still got a 10 grand check and I hit 25K.
Wow.
Right? Because we worry ourselves and we got Dino in our heads. So when someone says, I'm going to go for 25,000, we do $24,010. And then we just start beating the shit out of ourselves again. Oh my God. And then in the last 48 hours is why it's just like jamming for a test, isn't it? It's like, you're supposed to study for 3 months. And, now I got to drink a liter of Mountain Dew and I got to study tonight because the test is tomorrow. And that's what people do with rank advancements. You know what I mean? They don't do anything all month. And then in the last week, they look in their back office and they go, oh my God, I'm 4,000 in volume. Should we try to hit 5K? And then they go bazonkers for like 3 days and they miss it. Of course you missed it. You should have been going for 10K. And then you could have messed that up and be 5K. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Makes
You know what?
sense.
This has actually started, especially the dream day. She says it all the time. We have these boards behind like in front of us that have things written on it. And even that calendar, I couldn't even believe it that the calendar has had a picture of Cabo this whole April. So it's just funny that it's just like the last month we have to qualify, right? So it's just it was a vision board. So it's just the imagining of it. It's in my mind. Yeah. I'll do it. But I never do it.
Right.
But I didn't fight.
But you just started that imagination by telling me, imagine this, imagine that, imagine this. And I'm like, what do you do when somebody tells you to do something? You start to don't think of a blue elephant. Oh my God, I'm thinking of a bloody elephant.
Because you're right on, Peter. Because if I told you right now to tell me what your day-to-day schedule is, you'd be fucking embarrassed. Yeah.
She made this for me.
Yeah. But you look at all the stuff that you got to do and you go, there is no one that would like this lifestyle. Nobody.
Yeah.
But you do it every day. It's like it's man, I know what it is. I know what it is. Me and Coach Bob have had these conversations over and over and over again.
I
And
resonate with him a lot.
and still I know that, I know you guys are believers. I really admire all of the people that are in inner circle and imaginators, because it was very easy for me to get hurt, put on workman's comp, get knee surgery. I'm on crutches. And then I got workman's comp, the government saying, if you don't learn another skill, we're not paying your $900 a month that I couldn't live on anyway. And so I was sitting there going, man, I don't want to find something else to do, but I have to. I have to. I got to prove to these idiots that I'm actually looking for employment, gainful employment. Are they going to take my $900 away? I'm homeless. Yeah, I don't have any family. You know what I mean? And right away I just went, yeah, well, I got to do this now. So when I did find network marketing, it wasn't like, let me see if I can fit it into my schedule.
Right. Right.
It was like, I didn't have a schedule other than, showing up to rehab, you know what I mean? To get I guess that's not the word, rehabilitation for my knee. But yeah, I had to do that 3 times a week for about an hour and a half. But it was like, can I contact strangers all day? You bet your ass I will. And there was only one other thought that I had that you probably heard me say. I did tell my mentor, I said, listen, I'm going to do exactly what you tell me to do. I'm going to get 70 people to watch this video in the next 30 days. I promise you. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to track you down and kick your ass. And he says, I'll give you my address right now. And it wasn't like he gave me his address because he thought that he could beat me. He gave me his address because he was confident.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't going to kick my ass. He was going to get his ass kicked. And I'll never forget when I believed in him and trusted him enough to take the best people I knew and put them in front of him. And I got to watch him just do this magic stuff on them. It was like the drones that you're looking for are not here. I'd watch him talk to people and I'm going, people do not respond to me that way. But when people put people in front of me, they here's the funny thing. I'll leave you guys with this. I busted my ass because I got sick and tired of people asking me, how much money are you making? And it's sort of like that Terminator thing. My wife and I watched TMZ's interview with Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about competing against each other. It was hilarious. Yeah. And as soon as I got that $10,000 check, do you realize that I was walking around like, fucking ask me. Fucking ask me. Yeah. I was like, make my day, like Clint Eastwood, right? And then no one would ask me. It was the weirdest. It was like the weirdest shit in the world.
Shift.
Yeah. It's like to think that I don't think I was doing anything with my body language or nothing. So I go, hey, I'm working with an individual and we're expanding this company and we're looking for people that need to make 6 figures a year. Or do you know of anyone? And people go, you know how to do it, don't you? I went, yes, I do. You know what I mean? But I'm going to put you in front of him. I'm an apprentice right now.
I like that.
good one.
And as an apprentice, I find people that are interested. I put them in front of the master, and I learn. I learn. And so I just went, and he goes, the funniest joke that he used to say all the time, and when he got mad at us, is he's going, you do know I'm going to find a monkey trainer. I'm tired of you guys. And I go, what? And he goes, think about it. He says, the monkey has to carry 2 VHS tapes in his backpack. And he's got a sign. And I'm going to teach him to go up and knock on the door. And when people answer it and go, my God, there's a monkey here. They look at the sign and it says, are you interested in making $100,000 a year? And if they say no, the monkey goes to the next door. If you say yes, the monkey walks in the house, goes by you, pulls out a VHS tape, puts it in, and presses the button. And the entire time, the monkey goes, don't say anything. Don't talk before the video. Don't talk after the video. When the video's done, the monkey turns the sign over. And the sign says, if you are interested in learning now how to make this money, yes or no? Yeah, I want to see how to do it. He hits the button, ejects the VHS tape, puts the other one in, showing the game plan. And even in the video, Bill was so smart at the end of the video, he goes, turn to the person that showed you this VHS tape and ask for an application. Now at the end of the video could be your affiliate link.
Yes.
And it was like, because monkeys are just going to go from person to person to person to person.
Right.
And they're not rejected. They're not nothing. Monkey comes out the door. He gets a couple of bananas. He's jacked out of his mind. Then he just goes to the next door. And he's going, God, I'd rather train monkeys than why you can't follow a simple deal. So I love you guys.
Love you so much. Thank you
so much.
Thank you
I'm looking forward to reading your perfect day.
Oh,
Yes.
it's gonna happen now.
And then as you guys can write it, you could just put in certain spots. And then we would be doing this, and you know what that is. And then go through the
I promise I won't. It's gonna come from us, not from ChatGPT.
Hey, I never thought of that. Wouldn't it be cool to go to AI and say, design a perfect day for me?
Yes. Now you got me wondering what would that look like.
Wow. And I think that like Matt says all the time with AI, all we need to do is be good at prompting it.
Yeah. Yes.
So when you said, AI, I need you to create a perfect day for me and Linda, my wife. And then underneath there put, we like the beach. We like tropic waters. Maybe just give it a little couple of things. But, it's, but you guys already know what the perfect day is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, as soon as you what wakes you up in the morning is nothing other than the smell of coffee or a smell of a juice that you have. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're just smelling and you get up and you hit a button on your phone and a person comes up and gives you your guys' stuff. And then if you guys seen some of the homes that Terry and I lived in, so of course Matt lived in them and Craig has seen them. Craig has seen them. Melody has seen them. And our bedroom had this patio on the second floor, and you could oversee all of Newport Beach.
Ooh.
So you could see all the ships, all the boats in it and everything. And you walked out of our bedroom out to that. And you just sat there and just went, I lived there. And I would get up in the middle of the night sometimes to go to the bathroom and you could see the lights. And I just went, I fucking live here.
Wow, yeah.
That's really good for your self-esteem.
You think?
You know what? As much as our parking situation is atrocious, I really love our space. And when I come into it, it's just like, I live here, baby.
So I want about with the beach around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick that up and drop it on the beach.
And so you guys get this, right? Terry and I moved from Montana to California because I got a nice job offer as a mechanic there. And when we went there, my mind was, I just got to make everything minimal because we need to save money to buy a home. And so we got a studio apartment. And when I found the cheapest one, it was in a city of Van Nuys, California. And people would go, where you live? And I said, well, I'm Van Nuys in Sepulveda. And they go, well, that's only like a block away from where the prostitutes hang out. That's pretty convenient. So I didn't realize that it was the cheapest apartment because of where it was located. So you would think that you would be aware of that stuff. But you know, Terry and I were laughing because our stand for our TV was bricks and pieces of wood that I built for the deal. And our TV, something started happening to it. So slow but sure, it just kept cutting the heads, you know, and we couldn't afford a new computer. I mean, a new TV. So, you know, we just would watch people from their shoulders down. And the second day that I was there, this guy was just screaming. I could hear him screaming out the window. We were on the 3rd floor. And I went down. I was going like, what's going on? And he said, come look at this. And he went in front of his big 4-wheel drive pickup, and there was a kryptonite lock that was cut in half. And he goes, see that lock? And I go, yeah. And he goes, I put that lock on my motorcycle and put it in front of the garage stall and then pulled my pickup in. Now they're just carports. They don't have garage doors. And those people figured out how to cut that lock off and steal his motorcycle in front of his pickup.
Whoa.
So every night I drove a motorcycle. I bring it to the elevator, pull the mirrors in, put it in the elevator, go up 3 floors, took it down the hallway and put it in our apartment.
Wow. I bet you it smelled great in that place.
Every day. So why do I bring that up? Is, you know, Terry didn't have a job. I just get this new job and I'm just working. And back then they didn't have a helmet law. Oh, yeah. And Terry and I, every weekend, would fill that motorcycle up and she'd wrap her arms around me. And we'd go down the Canyon to Panya Canyon Road and go down that whole entire road until we got to the beach. You know, because that didn't cost anything. It cost probably, back then, it probably cost, you know, 20 cents for gas to go down there. Then we would drive down PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, and we would get to a place. And then when we sit on the beach and we're laying on the beach and we look up and we're going, who the fuck lives in those houses? And that's when the imagination started going. And I don't tell people to do this, but Terry and I would take our motorcycles and try to get the closest we could to those homes. And the ones that were under construction, we would go into the house and sit up there and look at the beach and the lights and have our little lunch or whatever.
Amazing. Wow.
And we just kept saying that at 22 and 23 years of age. And it's like, what is it going to be like in that house looking at people laying on the beach? And Craig and Matt and Melody have been in a number of our homes where you walk out the back and and you see the ocean and you just Craig and Melody, this is so funny. You guys keep dreaming and make your perfect day, because recruiting and enrolling people becomes a lot easier. So we lived in the same complex as Kobe Bryant and his wife, Vanessa. And people would say, I'd say, well, listen, why don't you just come over and we'll talk about the business? And people would bring people, and then they have to go through this big gate. And then they pull in front of our house. And as they walk through the doors, you walk through our front doors, and you can see through the whole house and see the ocean. And you're just like, yeah, it's one of those pyramid things. You know what I mean? It's like, and they're like, I don't care what it is.
I want it.
Let me.
Yeah. So
You know, it's funny. It's funny how I resonate a lot with you. Like I used to live on the streets.
wow.
I finally got off the streets and got into a roach motel. And I mean that quite literally. I used to wake up at 3 a.m. with roaches crawling in my ears and mouth. So it was pretty bad. And I finally
put that netting over your
So it's like back then they didn't even have that invented.
Yeah.
It's from where I was to where I am now is leaps and bounds. And when we're in Cabo, I'll tell you some of the stories.
Yeah. So back then, like I tell people all the time, when you're homeless or incarcerated, you got a lot of time to imagine. And that was always good times. It was like you're either got good time or bad time. And people would go, God, you're always smiling, you're always happy. Don't you understand you're in a federal penitentiary? But let me tell you what I'm going to do when I get out of here. It's like just, I mean, if you weren't in that mindset, of course I'm human. So, I had a whole year of holidays that I was in there. And those are not fun. But it was like I always would click that imagination in and going, hey, and I tell people when you're homeless and you're laying on the ground, all you can do is look up. Just look up. Yeah. And yeah, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. It's like I can't wait for AI to write your book. Hey, you guys wait for Imaginators on Sunday. Matt showed me this video. He probably put it in Imaginators. Did you, Matt?
Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about
the guy that did the AI of himself, and he's asking himself
questions? Oh yeah, I did do that on Imaginators. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I posted that. Yeah, there's a guy that had a conversation with himself because he made a whole AI version clone of himself, and the technology is like moving so rapidly that it's hard to tell. Like if you read the comments of that video, everyone's like, so wait, which one's the AI and which one's really him? Right? Oh. Because it's like getting to that level where it's spooky. So yeah, definitely check that out. That other one too that I showed, the TED Talk on confidence.
That TED Talk was amazing.
I'll post that in the Imaginators group as well, and in the inner circle here. Maybe Craig got it somewhere, but that was amazing as well. Like you learn very quickly, and I've learned this in my own life, right? Like confidence sells things more than anything. If you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, you can move mountains. Yeah. It's so hard mentally to get to that point.
Yeah.
Right, where you truly believe in what you're capable of. So sometimes we need other people like our spouses or our family or our friends to lift us to that point and say, you can do it. But, getting some of that, like my dad said, getting some of that documentation immediately changes your mindset. It immediately makes you go, oh, now I know I'm capable of this. Now I just have to repeat this, like I just have to get better and better at my craft, what I'm doing. So, yeah, I can't wait to hear about your guys' perfect day as well. So that'll be great.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
And for the rest of you that are on here, before we get to Rebecca, I've received perfect days from like 2 people. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe we should make it another
on a scale to 1 to 10, I want everyone to sort of guess. Do you guys think that I have Melody Riva's perfect day? Yeah, because she's experienced it over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So it's neat to have a new home. And as soon as you have a new home, Melody comes over because she's bringing a housewarming gift. And I don't need to ask her if she can fit it into her schedule.
Nice. Love that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Love you, Melody. Okay, Craig. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Linda.
Love you. Appreciate you.
You bet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Peter and Linda. Great job. Great job. All right, Rebecca David. I see your camera's off. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you unless you want to keep your camera off, but it is your turn. Go ahead, unmute and share. There she is.
Hey everyone. Hi Robert.
Hi Rebecca.
I got my little iPad propped up on these books in front of the window because I'm in the hotel and there's not much light here. So
you look gorgeous as ever.
yay. I was sleeping after I got off of done flying today. And
what city are you in today?
I'm in Myrtle Beach. It's a little sad that I've been here the majority of the day and all I did was sleep, but you know, a girl's got to do what she's got to do.
It's like I can't imagine how flight attendants do that.
It's the inconsistent hours, you know, getting up at 2, going to bed at 5.
Air flights just wear my ass out.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you get used to that.
So thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you for everything. And I also want to say thank you to the community. I've been watching the replays and I'm so inspired by all of you. And
thank you.
I'm really thankful to be part of it. So thanks. I've been like the silent part of it. But I'm here.
Well,
and I'm proud of all of you, for real.
Yes, you are.
Robert, I want to tell you, I know I left you a little voice message, but it's so true that you have reignited the imagination, dreaming, visioning within me. I was really good at it many years ago. Like I would get so excited. It was like one of my favorite things to do. And just life and some challenges and struggles, it was diminished, especially the last few years. And I found myself like, I don't know, just not, it just wasn't there, but it's back and I'm so excited. And yeah.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we don't even realize that we're not plugged in, you know, when we use the word hardwired. It's like, you know, every day is every day. And I even find little stuff that I sometimes will go, wow, I haven't done that for a while and I don't know why. And you know, I don't understand that stuff. I just understand that the highs are higher.
Yeah.
When we forget and we get in a low, and then all of a sudden it comes back and we're like, oh my God, I remember this part of me. And you know, a lot of us do it because we dreamed and imagined in the past. And for whatever reason, we got a glimpse of what that imagination was. And then unfortunately, the imagination that we created for ourselves in that point of time just totally gets destroyed. And that could be a relationship, that could be a job, that could be our health, that could be our spirituality. And it's and so when that sort of like when we get the rug pulled out from underneath us, it's hard to reconnect. It really is, because we here's what people do, and I don't know why they do it, Rebecca, is, and women are way better at this than men. Okay. You're going to hear in a minute that it's not good, but they immediately, women are like, they just beat the shit out of themselves going, I just don't understand how I could be this stupid. Why didn't I see the signs? Why didn't I understand this? Why did I set myself up? I'm such a sucker. You know what I mean? And women really, really, really have a tendency of taking it very personal. And it's crazy. It's sort of like that thing when you hear, a wife finds out that her husband's having an affair. She's immediately upset at the woman. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
And it's like, I didn't see this happening. And why didn't I get it? Why didn't I see the clues? So the losing of the connection is because they really are good at beating the shit out of themselves. And so when women do that, well, after you beat the shit out of yourself, then where does the trust come from? See, now I don't trust myself to imagine anymore. Because
especially when you don't follow through on the things you say you were going to.
I remember imagining in the past, I've been doing this since I was a little girl. And then Prince Charming is not Prince Charming. And it's like, it's neat when we realize, it's really, really neat when we realize that, I'm smarter, I'm stronger, I trust myself more, I love myself more. And I'm going to imagine again, and I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be massively okay. And because that's when you hear when people start to imagine and they start reconnecting with the world, then we hear the next thing, which we all do, is no, I'm not going to give you all of me. Now it's like, hey, what the hell is with the wall? It's like, I'm gonna keep you at like 20 feet away. I'm not gonna, and then we go through that little thing, and then all of a sudden we just go, I know one thing for a fact, I can recover from anything. And I'm not gonna put up walls and not trust myself and miss out on the most important things in life. I'm not gonna. Whether that's a career change or a health change or a relationship change, we really, really are good at just staying at a place and we're really good at kicking our ass.
I don't want to do that anymore.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because when someone makes you aware that you're doing it, and then once you become aware and hear your thoughts and hear your language, and you're going like, damn it, man, I do that.
Well, like this interaction right now, for me, it's sort of a combination of the imaginators and breakthroughs. And I shared a little with you that I'm going through some health challenges. And I'm saying going through because my intention is to
you're not stopping.
Through.
You're not stopping. Yeah. When you're going through hell, just keep going.
Like, I just found out the end of February, and then I never heard of it before. And so researching and learning and not to mention symptoms and stuff, but it can really suck you down a hole. And then doctors, they could paint the most gloomy outlook, So the imagination comes in, well, it comes in a few places, but one is I firmly believe that the body can heal and that the mind is so powerful, and our prayers are, and our meditations and our words. And I know someday I'm gonna leave this form of life, but until then, I do want to live a healthy, vibrant life. Ooh, getting emotional here. But I noticed that I was just sort of secluding myself, and you get in patterns, unhealthy patterns. And years ago, like probably 22 or more years ago, I was part of a group and we wrote down our perfect day. I still have it.
Wow.
And even now, I got out of the habit of meditating, but I got back into it. I'm really into it now. I won't start my day or end it now without a couple of different ones. But
So proud of you, Rebecca.
the
So
thing
proud of
is,
you.
well, thank you. It's like I'm coming to life again. And I really appreciate you and the community for setting the examples and for offering that support and hug, because
I wish I was there to give you a big
well, shoot, I mean, I'm getting up there in age, but I need to stop saying that too, because these
Yeah.
days people can live a long time, especially with the right mindset and all that. So, but what I was going to say is part of that vision, every time that I'm meditating and I'm thinking about my perfect day, I get the same scenario in my little vision, my story. And it always has to do with I'm in a nice home. It's not extravagant, but it's a nice home. It has a big deck and a nice yard and a living room and kitchen. And people are coming, they're driving their cars up. And it's family and friends, but it's also my community from my team. And at the end of it, when everyone leaves, I'm giving, food and gifts and during the day before everyone comes, I'm always like so filled with all this life and excitement, connecting with them on the phone and, whatever. Back then we didn't have Zoom, but it's still part of that. And so I want to really be intentional about raising my energy and my vibration to be that, because I want to have that life for myself, but I want to connect with others and build a community like that.
Absolutely.
So thank you for listening. I think it's important to say it out loud.
Yes. And have someone like me agree with you that it's coming to pass.
Thank you. Yeah. And then there's bigger visions after that, but that's like the core, to build a community of excited people. I'd love to do maybe some little destination events.
Yes.
I know we got something coming up with travel, and that would be cool to take the team places. And
yeah.
So,
you're right on the money. That's what's coming.
Nice. Well, I look forward to it. So thank you so much.
Matt, I mean, I was in one travel company called Pro Travel. It was a guy that I trained in ACN. And like every 6 weeks, we were going someplace. And the way they put these destination things together, it was like we went on a 3-day cruise for $35. It was nuts. So really, really looking forward to stuff like that again.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Melody.
Well, Rebecca, I love and appreciate you. And you are absolutely correct that your mind and your body will heal itself. And I've done it many, many times. I know you guys don't realize it, but man, I really messed up my shoulder. You know what I mean? And you've seen the x-rays and the bones sticking out. And there wasn't a day that I didn't, stand with my shirt off, looking at the sun and just saying, by your stripes, I am well and I am whole. Every single cell. And just, man, it's like, you guys were around me when, I'm picking my hand up like this, you know what I mean? And it's like, then I was really smart and hurt it on the rowing machine. So, I'm good at hurting myself, and I'm really good at healing myself.
Good.
So I know it can happen for you, Rebecca. So I love and appreciate you. You're always in my prayers, and I will continue so.
Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too. Yay. Okay, Craig.
Rebecca, thank you so very much. Appreciate the share and appreciate everybody who has shared today, like Coach Bob Johnson, Bill Shoemaker, Lucas Shoemaker, Kai Au, Peter and Lynn, and of course, Rebecca David. You guys are amazing. This is what Inner Circle is all about, getting plugged in, like what Robert is sharing. So we appreciate you. We love you very, very much. And if you want to save the chat, there's a lot of great information. There's the other plug, yeah, to the computer. If you want to save the chats, YouTube, it'll be there shortly in the description, or you can wait until the video kind of cycles through and it'll appear in the chat there. Otherwise, if you're watching on Zoom, it will download to your computer. How? Very simple. Go into the meeting chat. Look for the 3 dots to the right of the title of the chat. Click on those 3 dots, click on Save Chat. It will download to your computer. Boom, done. You got it. And that's how simple it is. And yes, Melody. And don't forget, we have Saturday, Ask Me Anything. So join us there, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a very good day. And then Imaginators, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. on Sunday Pacific. Or 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. We'd love to have you join us, especially if you are part of the Imaginators and Inner Circle, because you are part of the Imaginators if you're here, Inner Circle. So that all being said, we thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. Please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Until next time, so long. And I'm going to ask everyone to unmute as we say goodbye this Thursday.
Goodbye, everybody.
Happy
Bye. Love and appreciate
Goodbye.
it.
Thanks,
Hanging out and
Robert.
sharing tonight. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Mary.
Yeah,
Thank you, James.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Peter
you.
and
Bye,
Linda.
Robert.
Thank
Bye,
you, Peter and
everybody.
Linda. Thank you, Peter and Linda. It's like,
Thank you so much for sharing, Rebecca, Peter, and Linda, everybody.
thank you, Melody. Thank you, Matt, Kai, Bill, Karen, Shauna,
Bye. Thank you.
Bye,
Deborah,
everyone.
Deborah,
Bye,
Deb.
everyone.